Mo injuries, Mo problems. What's happening, guys? It's your boy TC back with another video. So the international break is finally out of the way. However, the risks and the troubles that come with the international break have currently struck quite heavily on Arsenal on this occasion, and this is in the form of injuries. So the main news, obviously, in regards to injuries was revolving around the injury of Mustafi. However, we do certainly have 67 first-team players that are currently out at the moment, and it's going to prove to be a very, very difficult few weeks ahead of us and Mr. Wenger. So, as mentioned, the main player that is currently injured at the moment, or on the injury list, is in the form of Shkodran Mustafi. He certainly suffered what's been described as a thigh strain during the international break whilst he was playing for Germany, and this injury is meant to keep him out for 3 whole months. It's going to be an absolutely devastating 3 whole months for us. That we do have cover in his position in the form of Rob Holding, Callum Chambers and Perma Osaka. However, I'm certainly not convinced that these players I have mentioned will certainly come in and do a job the same way Mustafi was doing the job. We obviously have Rob Holding in that list, as I've mentioned. He performed absolutely fantastically well last season. However, his form has sort of dropped. I'm not too sure. Maybe it's because he's become too confident, or he got a big head over the summer and he obviously thought he was an absolute world beater. But his performances this season have not been impressive at all. However, the season is still young, it's still long. There's a very, very long way to go. There's a lot of games to be played. So I'm expecting Wenger to plug in Rob Holding in place of Mustafi. However, Koscielny is also a doubt as well. We obviously didn't represent France during the international break, and that's another gap that needs to be filled. I'm not too sure who he's obviously going to put in there, because he certainly can't play Callum Chambers and Rob Holding. That will make us extremely vulnerable at the back, in particular with the system we are currently playing. In one of my last match reviews, I pointed out that Rob Holding was finding himself far too forward. I know Wenger likes defenders that run out with the ball and start creating chances from right about the middle of the park, but if we were to play Callum Chambers and Rob Holding with the same mindset, we'll be in big trouble in the coming weeks. So some additional players on this particular list as well. We've mentioned Koscielny. He's supposedly meant to be out for a number of days. He's due to be coming back to fitness within the next few days or so, so I'm not too sure if he will make the Watford game. He may not be match fit to make that game, but we may see him play in that particular game as well. Another player on that list who's expected to come back soon is Danny Welbeck. He's been out for a number of weeks now, as we all know, and he has been solely missed up front, because at the start of the season he was in fantastic form. Hopefully he will come back from this injury and he will pick up where he left off, but it's a bit difficult because Alexis is in great form at the moment, and we also know that Alexis Sanchez likes to play every single game. At the moment, I'm sure he's playing for himself to get a brilliant move in January or the summer, but we also have that dilemma of when Welbeck comes back. Another player who plays up front and is currently missing, or has been missing in action, is Ozil. He didn't represent Germany as well over the international break. He has been injured, but some fans and some media outlets believe that he's not injured. He's downed tools and he's basically mentally left Arsenal already. There were also reports suggesting that him and Alexis Sanchez did not attend a media event that was in place for the club, and every player was meant to attend that particular event, but those 2 players didn't attend. So there's that side of things, but he's expected to come back anytime soon. Another player as well that we will be expecting back soon is Francis Coquelin. But in terms of Coquelin, yes, he does the job. If he turns up on the day, he's brilliant in the middle of the park. But we've obviously got competition in the form of Mohamed El-Neni, Aaron Ramsey, Jack Wilshere is fighting fit as well. So there's a lot of competition in the middle of the park, and hopefully we will see him back in the team. But again, we've got plenty of games to play, so I'm sure a lot of these players will get minutes. Another person that's been hit by injury as well, as mentioned earlier on, he is another option to go back into the centre-back role, is Callum Chambers. He's expected anytime soon as well to be back to full fitness. And another long-term absentee in the form of Santi Cazorla. He's been gone for so long. I do not think if he does return, he will have his place in the team. He might come back and still be the same player. But as we all know, age is not obviously on his side, and he's been out for a very, very long time. He's expected to come back in about 4 weeks or so. So that's the quick injury update on the Arsenal team. Our next game is against Watford on the 14th on Saturday. So we will see how that pans out. I will certainly be doing a preview on that game. As usual, guys, please do leave your comments below. And if you're watching the video and you're not subscribed to the channel, please do make sure that you hit the subscribe button. So once again, guys, it's your boy TC from I'm Gonna Talk TV, and I'm out.